Hello YouTubers, hope you're all doing well, hope you're all good. So it's a new year, 2025. I hope you all had a good New Year's, so I hope you all are well, obviously, or good as well. But yeah, for me, this is my first video I've done for 2025 and it's the first film I've seen this year. So we will be getting into it. But yeah, I just want to make sure you all are doing well and had a good New Year's and a good Christmas, a good holidays. I know everything's getting back to normal. Things are a bit wild at the moment, especially in LA and Los Angeles. So I hope everyone is safe and doing the right there, and all the people going through that are safe, obviously. But yeah, so I had a good New Year's. I chilled, I stayed in. I have been writing scripts, trying to get some films done because, I've said before, I'm a filmmaker. If you lot are seeing my channel for the first time, I'm Marvin Talks. I talk about movies and television shows mainly, but I talk about other stuff as well. And I have another YouTube channel, and which is I'm Marvin Makes. So that's my filmmaking channel where I upload my short films. So go and check that out if you'll be interested in that. So yeah, the first film I've seen this year, everyone was talking about it. What's really been upsetting me lately is that in the UK, we're getting these movies late. And I've got a bit of a run about that because you've got, I think it's The Showgirl with Pam Anderson. I think that's been seen in America and other countries. And obviously everyone's talking about it, and I can't really talk about it because I haven't seen it. So, and it'll be coming in the UK in February, I think, around about February the 10th maybe. So, and the film I'm reviewing today, Nosferatu, it has been seen in America and all over the world, and UK have got it late, so we've just received it now. So I was a bit annoyed about it because this was a film I've been looking forward to see. And I'm a big fan of the cast and obviously the director. So let's get into it. So Nosferatu is directed by Robert Eggers. He directed The Lighthouse with Robert Pattinson. And doing this film, that kind of makes sense because it's very similar to that, but obviously this is more horror. This is more up my street. And I was really looking forward to this film, to be honest. And it stars Lily Rose Depp, who I think is cool. She did not get the role, straight away. It was Anna Taylor-Joy, who was up for the role, but obviously had to turn it down because obviously schedule problems and stuff like that. But it's good that I'm glad Lily Rose Depp got it. And Nicholas Hoult is also in this movie, and we have Aaron Taylor Johnson and Billy Skarsgård and Willem Dafoe. So it's a good cast. So it's a strong cast. So for me, let me get into it. So this film, I did not really know what to expect from it. I know this is a remake, and this was an old film, because I think it is Dead Meat. They did the dead count on it, so I watched it and I never knew about it. And obviously for that time, it was good for that time and it worked. And it's crazy when I look at, how filmmaking was for that time. Like, it was really hard and you just got a camera, and it was just like they didn't have a lot to work with. And filmmakers today, I think, complain a lot and make a lot of excuses. And for that time, they just got with what they could use, which was great. So the pacing of the film is really good. It's slow, but it works for the film. And I think it needs to be slow because it needs to tell you the story of each characters and what the characters are going through. And I like how the pacing goes. Some people think it was a very slow movie. I think it worked, and it needed to be slow, but the pacing works for the film. Going on to how the way it was acted, I think it was acted really well by all actors. I think Lily Rose Depp done a great job. I really like her work. I think she's a great actress as well, and I think very similar to her dad. What you see is what you get with her, and that's what I like about her. And I liked her in Idol, to be honest. She was actually decent in it. I know the TV series was a flop, but I liked her in it, to be honest. Nicholas Hoult was just amazing in it. I think he always seems the way he is in other movies, but I liked him in this, and obviously I'm looking forward to him to be Lex in Superman. That's going to be very interesting, especially coming from the trailer, what we saw. So Nicholas Hoult done a really good job on it. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, I think, just stole the show in the acting. I think he was just brilliant. I think he was actually brilliant. I loved him. I think he was just the one that stood out from the movie for me and acted it really, really well. And I just wanted to see more of him, to be honest, on screen. Obviously, we saw enough of him, but I just think he done an amazing job. And Bill Skarsgård obviously done a great job, as Nosferatu. Bill Skarsgård's just got that thing. Obviously, I've been watching a lot of his movies lately. He was in that martial arts movie, which I really enjoyed, and he done a good job with it, where he was like a monk. But I haven't seen The Crow, so I'm not going to bash The Crow. I can imagine it's not good as, the Brandon Lee one, and I knew it weren't going to be, and I think everyone knew that, but I haven't seen it, so I'm not going to bash it. So, and I did feel for him on that one, but he makes a good comeback because he's a good actor. He is a good actor. He said he's always up to playing the Crow, playing the Joker, which would be cool. I would like to see that. That would be nice. Because I think when he plays these evil, monstrous people, I think that's what he is really good at. I think he's like stereotyped in that way now, unfortunately, but he's a good actor, a very good looking chap as well. So yeah, man, give him his due. William Dafoe was just brilliant. I like William Dafoe as a person, as a great actor. I think he was just great as well. But everything in William Dafoe does, he is great anyway. And as the crazy, the Doctor, he done great in this. Because I'm not going to give spoilers away. I just think this movie was really well done. Again, the acting was great, like I've gone. The pacing was great, and the film, the way it was shot, the lighting was just incredible. The way Robert Eggers done this lighting was just incredible, because I think the lighting must have been so hard to do, for black and white, and to get the lighting right, it was just spot on. Well directed, well panned, the camera movement was really well done as well, so I think you got to give it due for that. But I think the lighting must have been really hard for the director, for Robert. But again, he's done this sort of film like The Lighthouse, and it really worked for that. So hats off to him. He's done a really good job on that. So this film, again, is it scary? I did jump a few times. I jumped a few times, and it did scare me a bit, but it's not like, I don't know, it's not like, oh my gosh, it's the scariest movie ever. It's just a really, telling a story about, obviously, a vampire, and you get creeped out a little bit, but again, it's just telling the story, and you've got to just listen to the story and the pacing. But it's not a scary movie. There's not a lot of sex scenes in it either. I think people thought there was a lot of sex scenes. No, there's only one, and the sex scene at the end is really well done. The way Robert done that, and Lily Depp really done that. That was really well done. And the blood and the gore, I really like that as well. But I think this movie really worked. It's not for everybody. It's not. It's very slow. It's very, you have to get into it. You got to give it time. But I think it's really well acted. I think there's a few jump scares which I jumped on, which you didn't expect. I think the storytelling just works, and the pacing of the storytelling really works as well. I think it's really well directed, and I think the lighting was just incredible. The set design was just spot on as well. Give the production, the set design was just spot on as well. But for me, the lighting was just incredible. He really knows how to do his lighting, because I was reading up about Robert. He was a production designer. He did work on designs, and it was his forte before he got into directing. So it's his background. So I think he done a really good job on it. So yeah. So for me, I would give this an 8 out of 10 for me. Definitely an 8 out of 10. I really enjoyed this film. I think I could see the buzz is getting, and it's definitely up there with horror. But remember, it's a different kind of horror. It's not the horror where you're jumping out your seat and you're screaming. It's a horror that is telling a deep story, a few gores, and you can jump a little bit, and it's telling like a vampire story, with a woman, and I just think it's well done. Give it its due. But yeah, that's my verdict on it. but I would like to hear your thoughts in the comment. Have you seen this movie? What did you think? Do you think the buzz is a bit over the top, or do you think it's okay, or you didn't like it at all? I want to hear your thoughts, so let me know what you lot think. But if you enjoyed this video, if you could do me a favor, you know, you can press that thumbs button and give it a thumbs up. That would be cool. And share this video if you like anybody who'd be interested in this video. But thank you for watching my video.